All right, did you see it last night? We've been waiting for GMC to announce the all-new refresh of the 2022 GMC Sierra. And they focused on two models in particular, and obviously they're both a step up of what we have already. One is obviously the GMC Denali Ultimate, and the other one is the AT4X. And if you didn't know already, since this current generation, the Denali and the AT4 have made up over 40% of GMC Sierra sales. So obviously, if you can take what's popular, ramp it up a little bit, that's what you're gonna get. So I'm gonna talk a little bit more about what we saw last night. Obviously, they're talking about new faces, that's first and foremost. New interiors, that's what everybody's been waiting for. And obviously with those new things, we're gonna get new tech, new design, new interiors, new features. So let's get into this. So now the Denali Ultimate, we've had it already, it was a package. So now what they've done, as opposed to just adding more content, they went and made a whole new look. And I like it because Denali's, for as long as it's been around, it's been about big, bold looks. And that goes with a chrome grille. So now what they've done is they've taken this popular black ice or a black chrome and they've put it all through the grille to kind of just tone it down a little bit, give it more of a unique look all on its own. And then the second aspect, it's gonna get some unique 22-inch wheels. And what we love about the Ultimate, this is the way we've been talking about it for the last 2-3 years, is what color do you want? Because the rest comes on the inside. And what that means is you're gonna get your 6.2 liter V8, GMC's potent V8 that gives you 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. Sure sounds like a V8 and it acts like a V8 as well, with you get the muscle and the power to tow at the same time. And with that big, bold grille, obviously GMC, has this road presence or a rear view mirror presence, which means somebody's gonna have to move out of your way so that way you can pass on by and they can get a whole good look of your brand new truck. So now on the inside, obviously like we saw with the Chevrolet Silverado, the GMC Sierra gets the all new acclaimed interior, and I really like what we've seen. For first and foremost, dead center, right between the view of the steering wheel, you're gonna see a highly configurable 12-inch digital display in the driver information center. And then also, everybody seems to be going nuts how big a screen is nowadays. You can see it with TVs, you can see it with phones, and now you can see it with infotainment systems. So you're gonna get 13 inches of infotainment. This is gonna be the Google Auto inside, and that's going to give you access to your Google Assistant, your Google Maps, your Google Play Store. So that's going to allow you to download popular apps like your Audible or your YouTube Music, Spotify, whatever you wish for your music listening pleasures. That's going to be inside as well. And then the other aspect that we've seen is new interior as far as new leathers, new materials. And when you get into also the idea of highly customizable. With the Denali, they put a lot of topical graphics of Mount Denali, which is pretty cool. You're going to get a lot of wood grain materials, so that way no two pieces of wood are alike. So therefore, there's this little bit of a customization, not necessary, but a uniqueness to the interior of your next Sierra Denali. Now, also on the tech, we've seen it was coming. We were told with the Chevrolet Silverado on the high country side, so naturally you're going to get it on the Denali Ultimate side is Super Cruise. And that was introduced to us in the Cadillac brand. Now it's making over its way into our trucks. And this is just going to be, a hands-free driving experience while you're on the highways, and it also works with your trailering. So if you're taking that trailer long distance and you're on the configurable roads, that way you can have your trailering, you can do some lane changes with your Super Cruise. Gonna be super excited, can't wait till we get behind the wheel and test that out. And also, what we get is massaging seats. We've seen this in a few other vehicles, so you get that little bit of a relaxation, not to put you asleep because you got to keep your eyes open while you're using the Super Cruise, but it just gives you that little extra level of luxury when it comes down to Denali. Let's make it the ultimate luxurious truck on the market today. So next we talked about was the AT4X. And if you saw anything about the Silverado ZR2, this is just GMC Sierra's version, and you're going to get a one level up from the AT4. AT4 has been very popular for GMC Sierra, and it's recorded that over half of the AT4 buyers are brand new to GMC. And why? Because you get this classy lifted truck without being over the top, and you still got good looks, good road presence. Well, talk about road presence, you get GM's Multimatic dual spool valves. Without getting too technical, what that does is when you're on the roads, super smooth, super quiet, super, and very aggressive handling. If you're getting off-road where this truck is designed to go, it can take a beating. And you got to have some little extra mechanics to go along with that as well, like front and rear locking differentials, one pedal driving, that when you take your foot off the gas, the engine and the transmission kind of slow down for that rock crawl mode, gives you a little bit more of a configurable, a little bit more of a controllable approach, whether you're going uphill, downhill, through the mud, through the puddles, over rocks, something like that, you can handle it. And also you get little paddle shifters as well, so that way you can be a little bit more in control. What gear do you want to be in without fuddling with your electronic precision shifter that we did see part of this redesign, this new console. No more column shifter on the SLE and above. You're going to get this column shifter, and it's electronic precision shift like we've seen in a lot of other vehicles before. Now, isn't this awesome? We saw a whole lot of excitement with the Chevrolet Silverado. Now we're going to get it with the GMC Sierra. And up here in Canada, GMC does very, very well. I would say over half of our truck buyers are buying one of these Sierras. And why not give them something new to talk about come next spring? And I said it, come December or so, we're going to be able to figure out how can we order these, when can we order these, and then next spring, something about 5-6 months from now, we'll be having these things here. We can do our live videos, and I can bring more to you. So come on down, talk to Trent. Let's talk trucks.